Welcome to the highlights of the opening day's play in the second test match between the Windies and Bangladesh in the iPay series powered by Minister co-sponsor Marcel. The action taking place at Sabina Park in Kingston, Jamaica. A lot of warm weather for this critical second test with the Windies one up in the series. A pitch which had some grass but not as much as we've seen earlier in this international home season for the Windies. And it looked as though it would help some of the bowlers early on. The toss was won by Bangladesh and they elected to field first. Confirmation of the teams, a couple of changes for the Windies with Davindra Bishu giving way to Shimron Hetmye and the injured Kemar Roach being replaced by Kemo Paul. One change for Bangladesh with Taijul Islam coming in at the expense of Rubel Hussain. Let's go straight to the top of the action now with Atar Ali Khan and Darren Ganga.
Jamaica hosts this second test match between the Windies and Bangladesh. Jamaica, the fourth largest island country in the Caribbean. Very proud nation. Stays very close to their motto. Out of many, one people. That's what both teams would be looking for, that unity, that strength. Bangladesh 1-0 down in this series. The Windies in a dominant position. They would be looking to win their first series at home in the 2018 season. But a lot of pressure on Bangladesh and their bowlers. Won the toss, which is a positive start, you would say. And they will have the opportunity to exploit all the friendly conditions here at Sabina Park, which look really good. There's a little bit of moisture, fair amount of grass. Devon Smith, Kraigg Brathwaite, they will have their work cut out on this surface. One change to Bangladesh, two changes to the Windies. Your thoughts on those changes?
Good morning, Darren. Good morning, all. Well, if you look at the changes, West Indies have left out a spinner and Bangladesh has brought in a spinner. I think the key for him has been he's been very patient. None for none.
Gets off the mark, Devon Smith. Now, it's not a bad ploy to open the bowling with a spinner, especially against Devon Smith.
Quite a lot so early. Maybe pronounce him the new ball. Extra bounce. Oh, Upish nearly worked in his favor, just dropping short of the fielder at mid-off. That's well bowled. Probably just stopped. And Kraigg Brathwaite just going through the stroke.
Moisture on the surface. Ball will grip.
It's so very important for Shakib so that he picks up an early wicket. He's trying to play against the spin. He's trying to play it on the onside. That was the problem from Kraigg Brathwaite.
Bangladesh turning to their spinners. They get wickets.
Spin from both ends now. Only the single over from the seamer.
Some turn. Will be a couple runs. May just go into the boundary. Yeah. 4 extras for the Windies.
Well, Shakib Al Hasan has certainly read the pitch correctly because he's brought in another spinner, Mehdi Hasan. Look at that turn and bounce. So very crucial, producing these kind of deliveries will certainly... Well, certainly got a lot of turn and bounce. That's really good, very good. Beautifully bowled. Just look, need to get it a little bit closer. Again a little bit wide, but look at that turn and bounce.
Something for the spinners. Even in testing conditions where other teams, maybe with good genuine fast bowlers, would rely on their fast bowlers to get wickets. Finds the outside edge, just didn't carry through to the man at first slip.
Yeah, Bangladesh feels, Shakib Al Hasan feels that they can pick up wickets here. Really well bowled there. On the way, just touching the gloves and dying down onto the slips.
That is something that Shakib Al Hasan would know. Saw him play one uppishly. Just like that. Easy for Brathwaite.
Good running. Really quick in between the wickets. A full toss. He wouldn't mind that at all, because playing on the onside, that's against the spin. Yes, he was unlucky because he couldn't pitch the ball.
Gets it! Oh!
Ooh. Might have been a little bit of back. Just to the right of the field at leg gully. Runs given. Something of a half opportunity.
Yeah, Litton Das took a blinder in the first test match, definitely off the bat, just away from him. Not a bad attempt from Litton Das, fielding at leg slip. Just going past the hand and not close enough.
In the air, taken and gone. First wicket for Bangladesh. The strategy to use their spinners proving to be successful.
And also important for Mehdi Hasan to ensure that the batsman was playing at his delivery. Bit of a bounce, extra turn onto his pads, an easy catch for Mominul Haq in short leg. Didn't turn enough. Just closing the face of the bat, just a tickle. And easily taken for Mominul. Early success. What they have been striving for. Devon Smith gone for 2 in these 9 for 1.
Gets off the mark. Kiran Paul, who replaces Devon Smith. He's been getting a lot of starts throughout this home series for the Windies. Hasn't scored a test century at home this season. Will be at the back of his mind. Very elegant player when he's on the go.
Yeah, it's so crucial for the bowlers to read the pitch straight away. Shakib Al Hasan did that. He's picked up an extra spinner and just 1 over from the seamer. But as we've said earlier, it's so very important for bowlers to bowl a good line here off the back foot, and that would hurt. That would certainly hurt him. Ouch.
Yeah, that's too wide for my liking. Should be closer.
Powell decisive in using his feet from the moment he strode to the crease. Well done, well fielded. 3 taken. Ball has spun. Morning to you, Jeffrey. Does that surprise you or not?
Not really, Bish. When you look at this pitch, even though it does have a good covering of grass on it, it's not tufted. It's sparse, very sparse. So the surface itself, slashed away, and Paul will get 4 here. First boundary of the game, and an enterprising start from Kieran Powell. He's been looking to score off anything he can since he's come in. This one was short, gave him a bit of room, and slashed away nicely.
He hits that well enough, Brathwaite, but that's one of the reasons they've got the man at a straightish mid-wicket and a mid-on very deep for that lofted shot.
It's a good use of the feet. It's an area where he prefers to hit the spinners. Got hold of that one nicely. And that's Brathwaite's answer.
Both these batsmen have determined to use their feet and use the crease whenever opportunity presents. Try to apply some pressure to the bowling unit that is getting obvious turn and bounce. Oh, off the helmet and dropped. It was a valiant attempt by the slip fielder. Is the man at short leg okay? I think it's Muminul.
Well, another helmet has earned its keep. That would have been a nasty blow had it not been for the helmet. Hit this pretty hard. Just caught him just behind the ear. And to add insult to injury, the resulting catch wasn't taken.
Nice power shot. Shortness of length allowed Powell to show his positivity.
Yes, he likes to hang back and look for anything a little bit short. Powell. Sometimes to his detriment. But he's a tall fella. He's hit this very hard. And gets on top of that one, and don't think it'll go all the way. And they don't seem interested in more than two.
Edged. Did it carry? I don't think it carried, but an aggressive shot by Karen Powell. Early on, this was the first delivery from Kamrul Islam. Good channel. Luckily for him, it was going downwards off the outside edge.
Oh, hello! Big shout. Almost to say, well, Powell was going down to leave it, then kick it. Deceived in the flight, and there was the turn from the skipper. Bowling.
He takes the review.
Illy pitching outside off, impact outside off, wickets is umpire's call. So you can stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on camera now.
Oh, Mr. Powell, count yourself lucky. But, yeah, good call from Richard Illingworth. Really was. Now, benefit of the doubt, written in the book.
Was there bat on that? No, says Esravi. Well, turns, beats the outside edge. Nice shot. Finds the gap, brings up the 50. He played it late as well, and that was crucial in getting a successful outcome. That of a boundary.
Yeah, Mahedi, just a fraction short, and that's all it has to be. Yeah, loving in late. Comfortable for Powell.
You have the back foot again, and it gives him much more time to see the ball and execute his strokes. Just like this one. He gets his 4th boundary of the innings. And his strike rate far more superior than his partner, Kraigg Brathwaite. Just about 63 at the moment.
Big shot, Mahidi liked it. So is S. Ravi. Don't think they should go upstairs for this one. This looked really adjacent. There is now a conversation between the two Windies batters out in the centre.
I spoke about the strategy to hang back. But if you're not watchful for the full delivery, like this one, you can find yourself in a spot of bother. Yeah, he's not reviewing. That's why he's got to go. It's adjacent. Mahidi knows it. Bangladesh, they know it. And the 2nd wicket, yeah, important one. Breaks the partnership and gets Bangladesh going yet again. Powell goes for 29. It's 59 for 2.
Shai Hope is the new man in at 4. Fresh off that 67 from 127. I'd like that average to get into the 40s. Quite frankly, certainly good enough, talented enough. Well played. The vultures are around the bat here for Bangladesh. Home side a couple down now. Kraigg Brathwaite is holding strong. He's 25 in 0 and he's just been joined by Shai Hope. And we're going to be joined here by Attar Ali Khan and one of the favourites.
Into the gap. Mamadullah chasing. I wonder if we'll see Mamadullah with ball in hand at any stage at Ali Khan.
What seamers was capable of. Oh, inside edge, could have easily gone on to hit the stumps. Very lucky indeed. But he's been asking the questions right from the word go, the youngster Mehdi Hasan, who had a wonderful, wonderful start to his test career. That was against England a couple of years earlier when he picked up 19 wickets on debut. Oh, again turn. So it's not wise for the batsman to play off the back foot, allowing the ball to turn. Very lucky indeed.
Should be a couple of runs for Shai Hope. It's only 11 test matches for Bangladesh away in the last 5 years, 76 for 2.
So certainly a big surprise to have the spinners bowling so many overs, but you've got to give them the credit for bowling so well in these conditions. Just 2 runs in an over. Lunch has been called. Yep, I'd give it, share it, the session being shared, but it's been very good from Shakib and his troops.
At lunch, it was very competitive. The Windies had moved to 79 for 2. Brathwaite was not out on 33, and with him, Shai Hope on 11, 2 wickets to fall. Devon Smith went cheaply, and Powell for 29. Both the wickets to fall went to Mahidi Hasan, 2 for 35. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the action from the 2nd session of this opening day split.
Well, they've managed to keep the pressure on. The West Indies, they've picked up 2 wickets with their spinners. I think the fact that we're going to have a bowling change now with Jayed coming on suggests that they've realized that the pitch is drying out a little bit and may just have quickened up.
Well, a couple things. Mahidi Hasan, he's bowled 14 overs in that first session. Guided away. off the outside edge. Didn't really try to hit it through that square cover region. Recognized that it was a full-length delivery. Kraigg Brathwaite just dropped his hands on this delivery.
Yeah, it's just too wide and too full. And he's gotten to the left of cover, and I don't think he's going to pull that back. Good shot, 4 runs to Shea Hope.
Magnificent. It's an example of the class of this man. Off the front foot, playing against the spin. Well aware that there's a field at cover, so he's got to hit it either to his left or right. Chooses the left and times it properly.
Well, there's no question about where that's going. Rank half volley. Dispatched.
What a nice shot this was. Beats cover this time to his right. Knows the gap. Gets to the pitch of the delivery. Bang, gets a boundary. Yeah, just off the outer part of the bat. That's his vulnerable area to me, Kraigg Brathwaite. And it's a war for attrition because he's got good concentration powers. So you've got to persist, you've got to suffocate him and deny him the ability to turn the strike over. Gets it through. That's his strong area through the offside. Anything short, he will cut you away.
Shakib just erring in length, giving Kraigg Brathwaite the room he needs.
Into his left cheek, on his face. Oh dear. So backing up is also part of the basics when in the field. They'll cruise through, pick up a couple of extra runs.
Yeah, it's Tamim Iqbal at mid-on. Should never be a run there because he's standing pretty close. And the moment he hit that, he wanted that single, and then he misses the stumps and no backing up. That's not good from Bangladesh fielders. 50 partnership now. 51 over 127. The partnership very good. I hope also contributed 21, but it's Kraigg Brathwaite who's impressed everyone here. Onto his legs, it's clipped away. Very nice, good-looking shot. Come back for 2 more.
It's always a way. It's a little greedy sometimes when you can swing it. Breeze is beautiful for Kamrul Islam. Oh yeah, cross-batted. Use of the feet. Nice little shimmy by Brathwaite, and he's into the 60s.
A lovely use of the feet from Kraigg Brathwaite. That's what he does to the bowlers. He's so patient, and all of a sudden he'll go and go in an attacking mode, picking the right length and the right deliveries. Beautiful use of the feet, and dead straight down the ground for a boundary.
Too full and now too short. And even into that breeze, Shakib is not going to win that race. He comes second, and there's another boundary.
Once again, the inconsistency in the spin department now. Bowled a pitched up delivery and then he just pulled it short. And because of the pace of the pitch, now it's getting easier to bat. Ample time to go onto the back foot and then crushes it through the gap and to the boundary. So back-to-back boundaries for Brathwaite.
Spun past the outside edge. Stumping does not work either.
Yeah, just turned away. Luckily for him, back foot planted.
Bowls into the pitch. That's a critical thing about him. Love to compare his pace with Mahedi Hassan. He's slightly taller, Mabadullah.
And sometimes when you're facing against a bowler who comes on 6 change, you tend to relax as a batsman. That's when you create an opportunity for the opposition. Yeah, a little bit of glove there, but no fielder. And there were 5 physiotherapists, I heard, on the team.
Oi!
Can't believe it's so long.
He struck outside off. That's the question. Will they review?
Pitching outside off, impact is outside off stump. I'm going to go back to Ravi on field, please. Ravi, you can stay with your original decision. You're on camera now. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful turn. Quick turn as well. 138 for 2.
Hello, hello. Got there's an appeal. They like it or do they not? I think he's walking. Shai Hope is walking, so suddenly there's something happening out in the middle for Bangladesh.
Couldn't quite get to the pitch and he just lunged at it. Just pushed the bat out there too far. Could easily have just let it beat him, and it's an excellent catch from Nurul. So Taljul gets a wicket. Shai Hope has to leave. 29 his score. West Indies 138 for 3.
3 down, number 5. It's Shimron Hetmye. He's come out in his Windies cap. Handful of matches. So just making his way, this youngster. 21 years young. And let's have another lefty. Now, Doos, you've got your own thoughts about some of these Windies batsmen. Particularly maybe Shai Hope up against spin. And particularly up against someone like Kraigg Al Hasan. Just releases that pressure valve. So annoying for the captain and the fielding side when those get thrown up.
This was too short, and Brathwaite gets deep into his crease, likes to hang back, and just helps that on its way.
Too short. A quiet little brace to finish things off. So 4 from that. Mamadullah over. It's 149 for 3. Well, it's turned and gone quickly. It's bounced too. The line is not great. It's going to race away for buys to go against Nurul. Little harsh. Not a great delivery. Goes against the keeper.
Short enough for the pull shot, but
it's far too short from Mahedi, and is served up on a silver salver and races away for 4 through cover.
just looking for an opportunity to let loose. Hetmye hits the ball very hard, looks to score quickly, and this one was right in his arc.
through cover. This is a handsome looking stroke. Mushfiq got an arm. Hasn't really got an arm, and they knew that. So hustled 3 out of it. So good stuff, good running. 9 off that last over for 4T. 164 for 3. Esrabi takes the bails off, calls a bit of time for a cup of tea, gentlemen. Let's head on back to the dressing room.
At tea, the Windies had moved on to 164 for 3. Kraigg Brathwaite was on 81 and Shimron Hetmye on 13. Shakib Al Hasan, the most successful of Bangladesh's bowlers, 2 for 55, and a wicket to Taijul Islam. We'll take another short break, and when we come back, we'll have the action from the final session of the opening day's play. Instead, it's Shimron Hetmye who creates that opportunity for a boundary of the first ball after tea.
More annoyance for Shakib. There's been too many of these, too many short balls, not creating enough pressure, not enough maidens in terms of post-lunch, and now post-tea it's not the start they were looking for as a bowling unit.
Talked about the relative lack of penetration, particularly from the seamers.
Leg slip. Races past leg slip on this occasion. Shakib can't get a hand on it, and it is another boundary, and it is another poorly delivered ball from Taijul. Left and right hand, that's fine, but this level, it's just a given. You've got to be able to create some pressure and bowl a lot of dot balls. If you're not getting people out, at least try and create some pressure with maidens and bowl as a unit. Cameron Bancroft for Australia. Oh, it's gone through everything. Keeper's missed it, and it's gone away, and that is a big moment in this test match. And it ruins a maiden as well. It's 178 for 3.
Nice. Taijul trying to get it up there a little bit closer instead of short, and lovely use of the feet from Shimron Hetmye.
The Hetmye hammer has come down. Yeah, flight, little dance down, just enough. Oh, he's got the outside edge. There's another opportunity that goes a begging. Tough chance, but you've got to take it. Litton Das, the guilty culprit there.
The ball is spinning sharply. So if you don't get to the pitch of it on the surface, as Brathwaite showed in the previous over from Hedy, and now Hetmye is showing past the outside edge.
Lots of excitement in the last ball of the previous over. Came down. Just have to shimmy and dance down and go to it. I don't think their back leg ever left the popping crease. It stays inside. Bails come off. Nurul's all excited.
A bad start from Shakib, taking over from Taijul. Good running, excellent running from Shimron Hetmye, full of energy as you should be at 21, pushes for 3. Yeah, look at that. Suddenly there's a little bit of shape on the ball. And if I will Shakib, I'd ask Kamrul, as I said earlier, If I had to bowl to Brathwaite, I'd live on or around the off stump. Might be orthodox shape, but it's shape nevertheless. Just live in that corridor. .200 is up for the Windies.
They've just not been able to break this partnership. Swept away. A couple of bounces to that fielder at square leg. They mentioned about the over rate. This is the 75th over, including the 62 overs bowled by the spinners.
He's got hold of that one. This is an area he likes. Didn't quite get hold of that. Get himself a single. Hetmye. Wide again, and that one is slashed away.
Well, he missed earlier on, but he's not going to miss on that occasion. Again, a wide delivery from Kamrul Islam, and he latched it on pretty quickly and put that away for a boundary. Look how wide that is. And you mentioned about that field's placement, no point. So easy pickings for Hetmye.
Well, he'll pick up a couple here, think about two, and decide against it quite wisely. But a productive over for the West Indies, 8 from it. It's 214 for 3. Wickets that turn quite a bit. And he's smashed that for another boundary. And there it is. Kraigg Brathwaite registers his 8th 100. And he's the first West Indian batsman to score hundreds in back-to-back tests since 2009, when Chris Gale made hundreds in both innings against Australia. That's going to be buys, I reckon. Or did he get a nick? Leg buys, signaled.
Drifting down the leg side. I'll come back to that after this over. 229, or rather 230 for 3.
That's going to be 4. 50 for Shimron Hetmye. Second half century in Test cricket for Shimron Hetmye.
Lofted drive. Gets it wide of the man at mid-wicket, and he gets a boundary.
Yeah, well, they have set fields in previous sessions for that sort of stroke where Brathwaite likes to go at it. There's flick shots in the air, and he closes the face quite considerably at the point of contact. It goes, yeah, very square instead of straighter. Finds another boundary.
Taken. Finally, Kraigg Brathwaite, uncharacteristically, 2 back-to-back aggressive strokes the second, leading to his demise. A good sharp catch at short mid-wicket. Nigel taking a good opportunity, and they finally make the breakthrough.
Yeah, just looking at it, just maybe a lapse in concentration. Look, I want to be dominant, but look how much the bottom hand comes into play here from Kraigg Brathwaite. He shakes his head, maybe a little tired. He's batted all day as the century maker for the Windies. Tired little raise of the bat. He's gone for 110. It is now 247 for 4.
The tall Roston Chase comes to the crease. Solid average of 34. And he loves this venue. Look at the best score, 137 versus India right here in Jamaica. Oh, just turning, going all the way through him and the wicketkeeper.
Add some more buys to the extras. Wow, we've had 18 buys, folks. The 250 comes up. Well-flighted delivery. There's that turn and bounce with the second new ball. Misses everything, including Nurul, the keeper. Couldn't get anything on it.
Shot pulled away. And he's hit that in front of the square, just wide of the fielder at mid-on. That is a terrific hit. A man who seems to be on a mission.
Extremely talented young player who is not afraid to play his shot, Shimron Hetmye. That was beautifully played. It wasn't all that short.
Islander, few years back, short one, put away. Not the right kind of a start that Shakib Al Hasan would be hoping for. Too easy.
His accuracy has been his greatest asset, Shakib, and he'd be a little bit disappointed that so often today, not only himself, Shakib challenged Roston Chase with the full length, getting it up there, and a Chase equal to the task. 278 for 4.
Is just in control of everything. That's 6.
What a shot. Coming to the close of the day's play, the confidence of this young man.
Perfectly balanced as he went through that. It hit straight back where it was coming from. Big appeal. Not sure what they're appealing for.
Righted delivery, yeah, just making contact with the boot. Might have been going down the leg.
Last ball. Just stroked away to deep cover. And let's see if the umpires decide on another over. Appears not. And that's the end of play for the day. We've had 92 overs in the day. Only 4 wickets falling, and the West Indies ending up on 295. Shimron Hetmye, an 84, looked the part. And Roston Chase, in search of some form, still there with an opportunity to come back tomorrow and get a score for himself.
The end of the opening day's play saw the West Indies positioned at 295 for 4. Kraigg Brathwaite bringing up his 8th Test match 100, 110 to him. It was the slowest, in fact, of all his Test match 100s, but very, very important. Shimron Hetmye not out on 84 in sight of his first Test match 100, and with him, Roston Chase, who's been struggling for form on 16. Spin dominated the opening day's proceedings. Quite surprisingly, to be honest, Mahedi Hassan with a 3 for 90. And really, he bowled better than that and could have had more. We hope you've enjoyed all the action from the opening day's play of this contest. Look forward to your company next time. Bye for now.